So today class Kalman chromatography. So yesterday on chromatography. So before on paper chromatography, thin layer chromatography is over. So today Kalman chromatography. So what is Kalman chromatography? So what is the purpose of Kalman chromatography? So Kalman chromatography is described as only it is a useful technique in which the substances to be isolated are presented into the highest point of Kalman loaded with a absorbent. So that means stationary phase. So go through the Kalman at various rates to rarely upon the affinity of the every substance for the absorbent and the solvent are either solvent mixture. And also it is a typical gathered to solution as a fast from the Kalman at various times. So different times. So you can find out the so different solvents or solvent mixtures. So the most common example of stationary phase form only Kalman chromatography are silica gel or alumina. So while the organic solvents also regarded as the most common mobile phase. So in organic solvents are used for only in mobile phase and stationary phase you can usage of only silica gel or alumina. So that is the main Kalman chromatography. So then what is the principle involving only Kalman chromatography? So the main principle involving Kalman chromatography is the absorption of the solutes. So solute means dissolving substance. So absorption of solute of the solution with the help of by only stationary phase. And also it is forward the separate of the mixture into the independent component. So that is the main principle involving only Kalman chromatography. So then at the point, so the mobile phase is together with the mixture that requires to be isolated, the brought to form the top of the column. So mobile phase will be there and only at the top of the column. So the movement of individual component of the mixture at the various rates, so different rates which can be formation. So the compound with the lower absorption and affinity to the stationary phase. So yet to the quicker and contrasted with the greater absorption and affinity with the stationary phase. The component that move the rapidly are taken out the first through the component that move slowly are evaluated last of all. So then the absorption of the solute molecule to the Kalmans happens reversibly. So the pace of the movement of the component is communicated. So RF value also we can identify by only in Kalman chromatography. So what is meant by RF? So retardation factor. So what is retardation factor? The distance traveled by the solute by the distance traveled by the solvent. So the ratio in between only solute by solvent is equal to RF value. So the RF value is called as only retardation factor. So Kalman chromatography also what are the component can be involving in only Kalman chromatography. So that is the one of the important. So the components of the typical chromatographic system using a gas or liquid mobile phase include. So in this one, so the Kalman chromatography by usage of only what either gas or liquid mobile phase can be included. So what is stationary phase? So generally, stationary phase is like that only. It is a solid material. So the solid material is having only good absorption property. It should be suitable for only unlikely to be the separate out. So it should not cause any hindrance in the flow of the mobile phase. So that is the stationary phase. So the stationary phase mean what? So generally it will be present only in material, solid material. It is having only good absorption property, good absorption property. So that you have to remember it. So then what is mobile phase? So mobile phase are either delivery system. So the phase is made up of by only solvent. The solvent will be present only what? The solvent will be present in either liquid in state. So that is a complete the stationary phase. Complement of a stationary phase. So the Kalman material and the diamonds are very crucial to support the stationary phase and promote the effective separation. So that is the mobile phase purpose. So what is the injector system? It is responsible for delivering the test sample to the column top in the reproducible pattern. So that is the injector system. So then I go for only so detector and chart recorder. So what is detector and what is chart recorder? So it gives the continuous record of the presence of the analysis to elude the come out from the column. So what is the outcomes will be delivered by only detector, it will be recorded only chart recorder. So that is the main function of detector and chart recorder. So detection relates to the measurement of the physical parameters. So in physical parameters like usage of only what visual or spectroscopy, ultraviolet absorption spectroscopy. So these are can be used for only detectors. So on the chart recorder, so each separated analyte is represented by only one peak. So one compound it gives rise to one peak. So in that way like this, the compound mixture is having so how many pollutants. So how many analytes will be there? So each analyte it gives rise to by only by one peak. So in that way like this only the peaks are recorded by only detector and chart recorder. So a collector at the bottom. So collector at the bottom is placed at the bottom end of the column is set up to the collect the separate analysis. So you can see the diagram. So it is the Kalman chromatography. So it is a loaded sample. It is a stationary phase. So the loaded sample. So another diagram. It is a mobile phase, sample separation. So the colors will be there in two colors. So then it is a fractions of collection. So it is a opener. So it is what stationary phase. So then go for the third diagram. It is a weak interaction will be there. It is strong interaction will be there. So the top of the column, strong interaction. So the sample separation. So weak forces of the substances will be go for only at the bottom of. So bottom will be having only what? Stationary phase. At the top of the stationary phase, mobile phase will be there. So it is the resolved bonds will be there. The strong interactions will be only at the top of the stationary phase. So in that way, like this, another two diagrams. So the related molecules. So the colors will be it goes down to the at the bottom of the stage. So it we can be collected. So then afterwards, another sample, another analyte will be goes to only at the bottom of the. So one by one, we can collect it from only Kalman chromatography. First of all, so the weak interaction, so the weak forces will be present. So which will analyte, that analyte we can draw the so first. So the fractional collection. So then strong interaction of the analyte will be go for at the bottom of the then. So it can be also eluted molecule. We can drain the that sample. So it is the total Kalman chromatography. So this mixture will be having only two or three samples will be there. Two or three analyte will be there. So one by one we can eluted molecules can be collected from the bottom of the Kalman. So that is the main principle involving only what the Kalman chromatography. So then what are the steps included the Kalman chromatography? So what to do in Kalman chromatography? First of all, preparation of the Kalman. You can prepare the Kalman. So mostly Kalman is compressed a glass tube with a appropriate stationary phase. So the bottom end of the Kalman is packed with by only glass wool or cotton wool or asbestos pad after which the stationary phase is packed. After the packing of Kalman, the paper disc will be placed on the top of the avoid disturbance of the stationary phase during the introduction of the sample or mobile phase. So the distribution of the stationary phase absorbent layer it leads to only irregular bands of the separation. Irregular bands of the separation. So then second method is the introduction of the sample. First of all, you can prepare a preparation of Kalman. So then introduction of the sample. So how to introduction of the sample in Kalman? So the sample mixture of component is dissolved in a minimum amount of mobile phase. The mobile phase will be having only what? Either it is a suitable solvent will be there. So the sample will be mixed with only suitable solvent. So at one instant, the sample is introduced into the Kalman, and on the top of the portion of the Kalman, it is observed. So through the instant the sample is introduced into the Kalman, at the top of the portion of the Kalman, it is observed. So throughout the elution process, the individual samples can be isolated from this zone only. So that is the main introduction of the sample. So it is the another one is the elution technique. So elution technique means to withdrawn of the sample. So there is a technique, the individual components are separated completely from the Kalman. So one by one. So elution means withdrawn of the samples from only Kalman. So that is the technique is called as only elution technique. So throughout the technique, the individual components are separated completely from the Kalman. So the process of elution can be carried by only employing two techniques will be there. So one is the isochronic elution technique. So throughout the procedure, the solvent of the sample polarity or some solvent comparison will be utilized. For example, usage of chloroform alone. So it is the best example for only what elution of the technique. So then detection of the compounds. So how to detect the component? In case of the mixture will be separated in the Kalman chromatography, procedures are color compounds. Among the monitoring the separation of the progress is just simple. So in case of the compound will be undergoes in the separation Kalman, so the smallest fraction of the eluents are the separated and collected in the tubes are be labeled. So throughout the thin layer chromatography also the same process and composition of each fraction it can be determined. So that is the detection of the component. So that is the Kalman chromatography. It is involving the various component, various steps will be involved. So preparation of Kalmans, sample introduction. So then go for the detection of the sample, elution of the technique. So these are the steps will be involving only Kalman chromatography. So what are the types of another types of Kalman's chromatography will be also there. So absorption Kalman chromatography, partition Kalman chromatography, gel Kalman chromatography, ion exchange Kalman chromatography, so gas chromatography, high performance liquid chromatography. So these are the 6 types of Kalman chromatographies are there. So absorption Kalman chromatography. The absorption Kalman chromatography, it is a technique of separation which the compounds can be separated solute. So solute is retained or absorbed in the surface of the absorbent. So the absorbent is present in only stationary phase. So that is principle will be involving only what absorption chromatography. So then partition Kalman chromatography. So it is based on the various partition coefficient of the individual components of the mixture, where the stationary phase and mobile phase both are in only liquid in state. So that's a partition means what? So partition means it we can separate the two. So both the components will be in the mixture will be present in the state of only what? In liquid state. So one liquid can be separated by only another liquid, one layer will be formed. So that is will be called as only what? Partition. So that's why that Kalman chromatography is called as only what? Partition Kalman chromatography. So then gel Kalman chromatography. Here you can see that only the separation is carried out throughout by packed with gel. So the column will be completely packed with only gel or silica gel or ammonia gel, anyone. So it possesses the porousness. So porousness means it is a small holes will be there. It possesses the porous in stationary phase. It is also represented by only what? Size exclusion chromatography. So gel chromatography is also called as the size exclusion chromatography. So it is the another type of Kalman chromatography. So then ion exchange Kalman chromatography. So ion exchange chromatography, ion exchange Kalman chromatography. So the basis reliefs only the change of molecules. So the separation is done by only molecules get it attracted to only oppositely charged. So oppositely charged stationary phase. So it can be also called as the ion exchange Kalman chromatography. So then you go for a gas chromatography. So it can be used of only gases. So one gas will be separated by only another gas. So that chromatography will be called as only gas chromatography. So then high performance liquid chromatography is also another type of chromatography. So these are the types of Kalman chromatographies. So then what are the applications of Kalman chromatography. So only main applications to isolate the active constituents. So isolate means you can separate out, you can standing. So it is the active constituents. So that's why it is one of the main application. So you can separate the compound mixtures. So separation of one compound mixture to the another compound by usage of only what Kalman chromatography. So then to remove the impurities or carry the purification process. So impurities will be also you can remove it because of only withdrawn will be at the bottom of the Kalman. So you can withdraw the impurities or carrying the purification process. So at that time also by usage of only what Kalman chromatography. So then to isolate the metabolites from the biological fluids. So biological fluids testing and biological fluids separation can be also taken by only usage of Kalman chromatography. So it is also another application. So then you go for to estimate the drugs in drug formulations or crude extras. So you can usage of only drug formulations. So estimation of the drugs can be also by usage of Kalman chromatography. So these are the applications of Kalman chromatography. So it is a very important one in examination point of view.